BBC Midlands Today.
Yeah, too right, Dan. Motorbike enthusiasts from the Midlands and across the world have come together to make sure the grave of James Lansdowne Norton, who founded the famous motorcycle company, is restored and looked after. They discovered the grave in a run-down state in a cemetery in South Birmingham, and they managed to track down Norton's descendants to get permission for the restoration. Peter Plisner reports.
Difficult corners, hairpin bends and a 7-mile climb in each of the 7 laps.
The gruelling Isle of Man TT race back in 1934, the year that Norton motorcycles won 2 historic victories.
It flashes past and here he is.
Jimmy Guthrie, the winner that year, helping to turn Birmingham-based Norton into an iconic brand.
And I thought, well, that's a job that suits me, riding bikes all day.
And more than 80 years later, enthusiasts like Barry Owen still treasure their Nortons, as I found out when I visited his shed.
I was road testing the Norton Commando in the late 60s, and that got me hooked on Nortons. And I left engineering for a good many years, but it was always in your blood. It's a bit like malaria.
Something else that's in his blood is a quest to find out more about James Lansdowne Norton, the founder of the company. He set up Norton originally to make bicycle parts, but in 1902 made his first motorbike. Some of them are on display in the National Motorcycle Museum.
An absolute towering industry figure, one of the most important people, I suppose, in the British motorcycle industry, certainly in the early days.
This is where many of the most famous Norton models were built, including the bike that won the first ever Isle of Man TT race. Sadly, the factory here at Bracebridge Street in Birmingham is long gone, but the Norton legacy continues. The latest Norton bikes are still made in the Midlands at Castle Donington in Leicestershire. But enthusiasts haven't been so impressed at the state of the Norton founder's grave, which Barry took me to at a cemetery in South Birmingham.
Yes, it does need a bit of TLC on it, there's no doubt about that.
Now Barry's leading a campaign to have the memorial restored, and he's even tracked down one of Norton's granddaughters.
Yeah, and when we spoke about doing the grave up, I'll talk to the rest of the surviving family and we'll get it done. And yeah, we're going ahead with it.
But what would Norton himself make about all the fuss?
I've got a feeling he'd be a bit chuffed about it, actually. Yeah.
Peter Plisner, BBC Midlands Today.